Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for my Thursday night sprints. Whether you're doing productivity, reading, writing or something else, it's lovely to have you here. I'm hopefully going to be joined by a couple of author friends fairly soon, but if they can't make it for whatever reason, you've got me as usual anyway. I'll just let you know what I'm planning to do tonight, and then if you want to let me know in the comments what you are planning to do. Let me know as well if there's anything you want to chat to me about, or if you want any reading recommendations or have any questions. It is absolutely terrible weather where I am, so I'm looking for book recommendations, kind of with a wintry feel. So if anybody has any of those, please feel free to pop into the comments and let me know. So I'll just tell you what I'm planning to read and do, and then I'll go to the comments because I can see them starting to pop up. So I've nearly finished reading Lurking in the Dark. I'm afraid this is a slight plug. I do have a story in this anthology too. It's an anthology written by HorrorTubers. It is the third anthology of its type, but the first one that has a story in by me. So it is all creature stories, kind of in the vein of R.L. Stine, but darker for adults. And mine is a werewolf story, which is really fun. So I've nearly finished reading that, and hopefully I'm going to finish that tonight. I've also started reading House of Hunger, which is by Alexis Henson, the author of Year of the Witching, and I'm absolutely loving this one so far. It is kind of loosely based on the story of Elizabeth Bathory, a historical figure who is meant to have drunk blood to stay youthful. And so I'm not sure whether these are real vampires as such yet, or people who drink blood. But it's got really atmospheric, gorgeous writing so far. So that's what I'm planning to read. I'm also doing some freelance writing at the minute, so not writing books, but I am planning to get a couple of things done that I do for freelance work. So let's go to the comments and see who's here so far. And let me know if you want to chat about anything or tell me you're reading. Hi, Stephen. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Kim. Let us know in the comments what you're planning to get up to in the sprints. If you're planning to read something, I'd love to know what you're reading. Hi, Kesha. Thank you for joining us. So the other two people who are meant to be joining me aren't here yet, as I mentioned, if you popped on. So I think since the comments are fairly quiet, I'm going to go to a sprint to see if anybody else is going to join me on screen. A few more comments are popping up, so I'll just do a couple of those and then we'll go to the first sprint. Hi, Siobhan. Thank you for joining us. Siobhan Louise. I'm sorry if you prefer to announce that. Oh, awesome. So Shadow of Night, Deborah Harkness. Is she the author of the Discovery of Witches books? That rings a bell. And Darker Shade of Magic. Awesome. I haven't actually read that series yet. I love V. Schwab's books, but that isn't one that I've got to yet. So I'd love to know what you think of that so far. Hi, awesome. In the Company of Witches sounds interesting. Who is that by, Kim? I'm still kind of in the mood for spooky reads, even though it's not spooky season as such. It feels like it's spooky season all the time for me. But I think that winter's a really good time to read spooky books because you can kind of get all cozy and read something scary. I'm actually listening to Kill Creek on Audible at the moment, and that is filling that need nicely. Although it's not a wintry book, I'm quite enjoying kind of cozying up and reading something scary, listening to something scary even. So I think I've caught up on the comments for now. So, oh, hang on, one more. We'll do Caroline's. Hi, Caroline. Oh, excellent choice. Excellent choice. I love that book. I hope you enjoy it. I've just read one of Laura's books, which comes out in January, called The Agency for Scandal, which is absolutely brilliant. So if you haven't already, Caroline, I'd recommend pre-ordering that one. It's about a group of women who stand up for women. I think it's set a couple of 100 years ago. And they basically are a spy agency who stand up for women who aren't able to stand up for themselves, who've got into difficult situations, and it's really, really good. Oh, awesome. Okay, and the Shabbat's a reread, as it's a fade. That's good to know, because I do have them. I think maybe next year I might try and finally get to that series, because I absolutely love the Cassidy Blake books by V. Schwab. I think it's Victoria Schwab as she writes those. So yeah, I think I might have to get to her fantasy ones. Oh, by Aurelie Wallace. That sounds really, really good. I'm going to have to scroll up and check the name of that one, because I think cozy is a good sort of thing to read at this time of year as well. It is always spooky season, completely agree. I probably need to talk to you, Kasha, at some point, because I'm kind of craving some spooky movies as well. So if anybody can tell me some horror movies that have kind of a wintry feel. I do want to watch Krampus finally, but I don't know about whether there are any others, if anyone can recommend. So I'm just going to mark Kash's comments so I know where I got up to. So we will go to a sprint. I'm going to use the Pomodoro Kitty and probably do 2 40-minute sprints and then maybe a 30-minute one at the end if I'm starting to get tired. So while we're sprinting, feel free to let me know in the comments what you're getting up to, and I will catch up with you after. So, and be warned, the kitty will meow. I'm sorry if it makes any people or real animals jump. I'll see you on the other side. So I hope the cat didn't make everyone jump too much. You may notice that I've been joined by Dawn Kurtigich. Surprise! I didn't actually mention that Dawn was coming on. I please saw muted. Oh, you're not muted, Dawn. Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Good, thank you. It's been way. I was just trying to remember when it was that I last saw your face, and it was definitely on an Instagram Live. I can't remember when I saw your actual real face, but it was
I know.
way too long ago.
Probably years, months, if not years. We have to rectify that.
So. Yeah, I know. I keep thinking that every time we do one of these, we say, let's see each other in real life, and then it doesn't actually happen. Kev's just going to take a picture of us, by the way, fair warning, because to say that we're now live. So I'm going to go to the comments in a minute, but first I'll find out what are you planning to do in these sprints, Dawn?
So I'm actually working on my December bullet journal setup because I'm in between projects. I just handed in 2 separate projects. So I'm actually my body forced me to take a breather. I've just been sick for like 2 weeks. I'm still at the tail end of it.
That's pretty typical, isn't it? Your body goes, I'm due a break, therefore what I'll do is be ill. Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
Going for a chest theme this month. Yeah, honestly, my body was just like, if you won't take a break, I'm going to force you to.
No. I love the idea of bullet journaling, but at the moment it's just like one thing too many. I feel like I've got lots of little hobbies, like hobbies. I went all Lord of the Rings there for a minute. Lord of the Rings on the brain. Too many hobbies. Yeah, and I always try to do it and then drop off after a few months. So I think maybe when I can get a bit more of a work-life balance, I will do some. But yeah, I'm doing something weird. I'm not writing a book tonight. I'm doing some freelance writing, which is kind of a new thing. I've done it once before. It's something that hasn't been announced, so I can't even really say what it is. And I don't think it's due to be in the public domain. Yeah, I'll let you know what it is when we're not publicly talking. But yeah, and it's not going to be like public for 2 years, I don't think. So it's one of those things where I'm just quietly working away at it. And nobody knows. Wow. That's just the typical. But not a novel, so it's not anything you'll want. Not anything you'll want to read at the end of it, probably.
I probably will want to read it. But it's weird with publishing. Everyone has all these like secrets.
Yeah, like we have a kind of combined secret at the moment, don't we?
I know. I'm excited about it.
I know. It is very strange. I don't think I understood until I had a book published how strange it was to say, like, I know what I have worked on, but I can't tell anyone for the next 18 months.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you finally can tell people, it's like such old news for you.
Yeah, and you forget what you can say and what you aren't. And people always ask that question, what are you working on now? And you're like, nothing I can tell you, but I can tell you it's 4 different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Not enough with public.
Bonkers. It's the same thing as well when you finish doing a book and you've got to promote it, but you're like deep into the next book. And you got to like wrench your mind back to the previous book to talk about the process. Like, can I remember this?
Especially when you wrote it 2 years ago, probably.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're going to have this problem soon. You haven't written any sequels before, have you? Until Teeth in the Mist 2?
None published, no.
Yes,
but,
okay.
Yeah, so like I'd written series, which you shouldn't really do before you have a book deal because you have no guarantees. But yeah, I would write these epic series. Like
really?
7 books. Yeah. So it's been weird going back to that. And I'm having to reread Teeth and then retroactively create like a series Bible and all the things I ought to have done the first time around. So that's been an experience.
Yeah. Did you find that there were some things where you went, oh, why did I do that? Because now I've got to actually follow through kind of on that promise I made in the first book.
Yeah, and also it's more the rules of the magic system where things worked in the first book and now I'm like, okay, but why? Why do they work? What are the limits? So yeah, that's been an interesting process. And I actually that's one of the books I handed in, but it was in such appalling shape. It's like the worst skeleton draft I've ever written. I feel sorry for my editor, to be honest, at this point, but it is what it is.
I did that with Mina too, with my agent. My agent always reads it first. Maybe this is a sequel thing. I sent her like an apology email with it that said, I'm sorry how terrible this is. There are whole paragraphs where I've just written, I think this is going to happen, Sandra. I'm really sorry I haven't written it yet.
Well, actually, full disclosure, I did the same thing. The last 4 chapters of Teeth 2 weren't written, they were just notes. I was like, I'm really sorry. This is, like, I promise I can write, I think. I don't know anymore.
I don't know. I think there's something about sequels, and I don't know whether books seem to get harder for me the more of them I've written, because I'm now writing my 3rd proper book, and it's taken me a long time, and it's not in a world that I'm that familiar with. I'm not going to say anything more than that. And moving on quickly, it's difficult, and
it is.
I keep doing
get
things.
Easier.
Yeah, I keep doing things like I've written 57,000 words. I'm like, I don't think I can write the ending of this. I think I need to go back and edit the whole thing and then write the ending.
Yeah. Yes, me too. Same thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Things are meant to get easier the more you do them, like riding a bike. But I don't know whether writing, you get more in your own head and you think, okay, I think I've accomplished this skill, so I'm going to push myself to this entirely new difficult thing that I could try and pull off.
I think that's part of it, and also I think it's the case of the same thing that happens where if you're ignorant, you think you know everything, but as soon as you gain knowledge, you realize how ignorant you are. I think as you learn more about craft and about publishing, it really just becomes so much harder. It's just such a bizarre process. I don't think I've spoken to an author who's said to me, oh yeah, it gets easier with everybody. Every single author I speak to is like, no, it gets really hard. And every single time you're like, how do I do this? I don't remember. Because every book is such a different process, demands such a different routine.
It is, and you're constantly faced by amazing books. I don't know whether you've read this one yet. Have you read House of Hunger?
I literally just got it for my birthday at the beginning of the month, so I'm going to read it.
And it's one of those books, though, that's making me question everything. Because, you know, when you're reading a book and it's amazing and you're like, oh, I wish I'd written an adult book about Elizabeth Bathory. Oh, it's really good as well. Oh, you know,
frequently.
So I'm loving it, but also like a little bit sad that I didn't write it.
I know. Okay. It's the biggest compliment, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I feel like if I ever get to talk to Alexis Henson about it, I'll be like, I'm so jealous of this book.
Oh, she's so amazing. I love her.
Yeah. I haven't read Year of the Witching yet, but it's on my shelf and I'm thinking I need to read this and then read that immediately.
I can't wait to compare the two, actually. It'd be interesting. I'd forgotten for some reason that House of Hunger was an adult book. In my head, I thought it was YA.
I mean, it reads very adult. It has that crossover feel. I feel like some young adults will read it. But yeah, I'm going to have to check now because I'm not sure. But in my head, they're all adult characters. Maybe this is because I'm old now and I'm like, everybody's 35 because I'm over 35.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I think it is adult, but I just completely spaced on that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's so many. That happens to me all the time, though.
Yes.
Feeling like I'm just a baby writer. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm going to go to the comments. Me and Dawn are going to stop feeling sorry for ourselves for just a minute. We do feel very lucky to be authors, and we do love it. But, you know, love comes with a lot of difficulty. I am so interested to watch Smile. Have you seen that, Dawn?
I haven't. I'm dying to. I don't know where to watch it because it's not on Netflix or anything. I don't know if it's available to rent.
I think it will be because it was only at the cinema fairly recently, wasn't it? I missed it at the cinema. But yeah, I'm hoping to watch it because the poster, even that image of the woman's face smiling, I have no idea what that means.
I love it.
But it's just, and I don't remember what the tagline was.
It's like an infection, isn't it?
Is it? Oh.
Something like, I'm not sure. I could be misspeaking. I really want to watch it. It's divided the horror community, though. Some people really hated it. So that's always intriguing.
I think people say I have no taste when it comes to horror, though, because anything that's thought-provoking or like the least bit different, I'm like, oh, I don't get that. And I watch like a really obvious slasher, and I'm like, oh, slashers are the best thing ever. So don't ask me when it comes to horror.
Oh, I meant easy horror dates. But I really love convoluted things. I love a good slasher. I love everything, but if it's convoluted and there's all layers of meaning, I'm like, right, I can get my teeth into this.
I'm just so tired whenever I watch films now. It's normally like past 9 o'clock. So I don't think I can watch anything intelligent. And I definitely, obviously, for probably another 10 years, I'm not going to be able to show him any horror films. So
I know.
Yeah. I'll work slowly. He already knows who Jack and Sally are. So I'm slowly building him up.
Oh, good. You're parenting correctly then.
My mum asked him what slippers he wants, and he said Jack slippers. And my mum was like, "Who is Jack?" And I was like, "Jack Skellington." Yes, this child knows what he wants. So now she's got to find him Nightmare Before Christmas slippers for a 3-year-old.
It's like weird when I think about the films that I was watching at like 5 years old. I'm a bit like, I should be horrified, but
It depends on the kid, I think, because I was quite into things that were dark. I don't know whether I was
me
that
too.
young, but from like 10, I was watching quite adult things and reading adult things. But
Yeah.
I don't know. So far,
I mean,
my little one seems a bit sensitive to stuff like that. So I don't know whether he's going to. I know.
I want to smush his face.
He is cute and he's grown up so much. Wait till you see him now. He's just like, he can
Oh,
have
you
full
have to send me a
conversations
pic.
with you. He said the other
Oh,
day,
that's
my
mental.
dad, yellow is at the top of my list of favourite colours. Is what he
What?
said. He's not 3 yet. And my dad went, I'm going to have to write that down so I can tell your mummy.
Put it on a t-shirt, officially.
Yeah, he's exceedingly clever.
I can't believe that. That's bonkers.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. I love writing my books and doing live videos. That's very much appreciated. So I'm going to jump back to Kasha because Kasha is, I don't know whether you know Kasha, Dawn. It feels like you two should know each other because you're both such horror aficionados. Kasha, she reads and reviews horror. She reads horror books. Start again. She reviews horror novels and horror movies, and she watches like from obscure to kind of well-known stuff, and does a really good job of reviewing them. And I was saying to Kasha, I need winter horror recommendations, so please feel free to drop those in the comments. Or Dawn, if you know any books or movies.
Yeah, let me think.
I'll jump through the comments.
Monster by C.S. Cuse is a good one.
Oh, I'm going to write that down because I've had that for probably as many years as it's been out.
Great.
And it's been sitting on my shelf.
That one.
Okay, is that the one where they're trapped in a boarding school and it's wintry?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kasha, we have to connect because I love talking anything horror movies and books. So yeah, hit me up. Seriously.
Yeah,
if we're not already connected, I'm sure we are.
You'll love Kasha's aesthetic too. And I'm not sure whether Kasha, you need to read Dawn's books. If you haven't already, they're very much your vibe. Dawn will mess with your head in every way and leave you absolutely desperate to read more.
I feel like the people who get it, and the people that don't, just don't.
I mean,
I think dark.
Yeah. I mean, my books aren't as dark as yours, but I think we both write in quite a niche that if it is your thing, it will be very much your thing. And if it's not, you'll have no idea what we're talking about, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's fine. Oh, hi. Sorry,
Yay,
Charlie, if we've missed you, but we will catch up. If Charlie isn't here, I'll speak on Charlie's behalf. She is an incredible advocate for UKYA authors like me and Dawn. She's doing UKYA Author Week right now. So if you want to pop onto her Instagram, I won't be offended. She's doing loads of really cool stuff. And she does things on her YouTube channel, interviewing people and reviewing books. Dawn, you've got quite a colour palette going on at the minute.
I know. I realised I was so washed out. I was like, okay, I need to put the yellow light on.
I'm kind of used to you looking like a vampire in videos that I do with you. So I don't even question it anymore. It's just part of the whole vibe, I think.
I love Charlie.
Oh, Book of Shadows.
Oh, I love that film. Okay, this is another controversial one. People love it or hate it. I love it so much.
I watched it when it came out and I can remember nothing about it apart from the fact that I did enjoy it. So maybe I need to watch it again. I've been thinking that I need a rewatch of the first Blair Witch film. So maybe I need to do like a back-to-back.
Oh, yes. I actually am very irritated by the first one. Like, I enjoyed it, but none of the characters can articulate a single sentence, and it makes me so anxious. If you just listen to the dialogue, none of them say anything.
Oh, okay. But I'm going to have to watch
it. Makes me deeply anxious.
Yeah. I think when I first watched it at the cinema, it was when we thought it was real and they'd done that whole marketing thing that these people had really gone missing. So I was 15 and watched this thing that I thought was real. So I think I still have that memory of walking out and being deeply upset about what happens to these real people. And of course, then like months later, it was leaked that they weren't real people and they started being interviewed on TV. And I was like, oh, the illusion. That's broken.
I missed that, actually. I watched it late.
Oh, yes, you're a little bit younger than me, I think. I didn't realise it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who's celebrating that. I'm completely out of the loop. I just don't have time. I try and watch as much news as I can to try and keep ahead of what's going on in the world, and I just know nothing.
I don't touch the news. It makes me too scared and anxious.
I know.
Also, it triggers my OCD too, so...
Yeah, I can imagine. It is, I don't know, it's so stressful and bleak, isn't it? Most of the things that are on there. You have to be quite in the right mood, I think, to be able to take it. Oh, so well done for catching up on your pages, Siobhan. And I'd love to know what you think of Rainbow Grey, because still have the first book, haven't read it yet. Have you read them, Dawn? They're the
No.
Laura Ellen Anderson, I think, who wrote the Amelia Fang books, but I haven't had a
No, I
chance to
haven't.
get to them. Oh, hi,
I'm
Lizzie.
so behind on reading. I've got the most amazing reading list to do, but I'm just behind.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I've got sort of a few books that I've promised to blurb by the end of the year, and I think I've got one left, and I'm like, I really, really need to do this. And then quite a few
It
that come out
builds
in
up.
January. It does,
Yeah.
and I think I read them in a different way when I'm reading for that kind of thing, because I'm trying to
Me
sort of
too.
read it critically and kind of think of intelligent things to say. So I read more slowly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too. It's not the kind of book that you can just curl up and lose yourself in. You know,
yeah,
it's enjoyable, but it's work, you know.
yeah. Yes, definitely. Hi, Lizzie. I hope you managed to see a little bit of what we're chatting about, because I'm sure Dawn is also very much your vibe. Lizzie's told me some of the best book recommendations this year. We just got to know each other. And have you read My Heart is a Chainsaw? If you haven't,
Not
you need
yet,
to add
no.
it to your list. Oh,
Everyone keeps telling me
honestly,
to read this book.
because the main character, she's such a big horror fan, and she thinks that a slasher is about to go down in her town. Like, she thinks she's seeing all the signs for it. And it's this whole thing of, is it real? Is it not real? Is it all in her head? And I think it's completely your vibe. Yeah.
I think that's why people keep saying to me to read it, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to block somebody because I've got some weird comments popping up. Let's skip past the people telling me to go to inappropriate websites.
Oh dear.
Yes, Kasha's saying yes,
maybe
please.
Some other time.
Yeah, Kasha would like to connect, definitely.
Oh, I love that.
The boarding school one was Monster by CJ Skews, wasn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. Another one that I really enjoyed was Sleepless by Lou Morgan. It's not strictly a winter book, but it's got the same sort of like enclosed vibe.
Is that
one actually scared me a bit?
Yeah. Oh,
Red
well,
Eye.
if it scares you, I was going to say if it's Red Eye,
Yeah.
I definitely need to read it, because I've got all of them now, I think, and I've loved every single one that I've read. They're so good.
You read
Especially
Frozen Charlotte, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen Charlotte.
Have you read The Winter People by
Jennifer
McMahon?
Is that one of the Red Eyes? Maybe I have missed that one.
That's an adult horror.
Okay.
That was really good. So The Winter People she wrote, and the Night Sister, I think it is. Those two I really loved. They were great. I'll keep like turning my brain for some winter ones.
Okay. Do, yeah. And at the end I might say to you, I've instantly forgotten what you told me, so you can give me a list.
I'll message you a list, yeah.
Yeah, do. Thank you. Yes, Rainbow Grey. Okay, I'm going to bump that on my list because I keep looking longingly at it. It looks really cute. Yes, they do, including Dawn. We'll get Dawn on side, Lizzie. Don't worry.
I'm so bad.
Yeah.
When
do you
people
listen to
are
audio
like,
books?
you have to. I do. I love them. Yeah.
It's really good, the audio for that.
I might audio it. I'm so bad though. I'm such a rebel personality, and people are like, "You need to read this." I'm like, "No, I won't."
I know that feeling. If I see it too many times on TikTok, something turns off in my brain, and I'm like, "No, I'm instantly going to not read that for 6 years," and then really regret it.
So stupid. Oh God.
Okay,
I've also started my bullet journal for like reading, and I've started doing it seriously. So I need to like add these little books. I feel like if I print them out and put them in here, then I have to read them.
Man, it's great. I've totally lost where we are with that. Remind me, what were we talking about?
Winter books we were talking about.
Yes. Okay.
I was just recommending The Night Sister and The Winter People.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Red Eye books, yeah. So there was a period where they kind of paused on the Red Eye books, and I think it was a bit uncertain, like what was happening with them. And then they have continued bringing them out again. So The Lighthouse is the most recent one, by Alex Bell. Yeah. It was really good. I just read that, I think, last month. Very, very scary. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
So Remote Location, Birds, A Lighthouse That May Be Haunted, Mysterious Disappearances. It's just like, it's all, you know, when you're ticking off all the things that it does, and you're like, yes, all of it. Yeah, it can go either way, can't it? You can kind of jump on it with everyone, or go, no.
Yeah, I think And it depends also if the person recommending it. If it's somebody that I know is a true horror fan and we have like an intimate relationship, I don't have that reaction. And I think the reason is because it's like this secret that we have. Because I love discovering obscure books. So maybe that's what it is. I love the sort of like cult vibe. And if everyone's talking about it, I'm like, eh. Which is so stupid again.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's great though, does it? And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to love it because it's so subjective, isn't it? Like lots of people think certain authors are great, and I know that you or I would just not get it, and that's fine. So maybe it's that as well, that the hyped books might not often specify that, like fit that particular specific thing that we're craving.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay, Near the Bone is also on my list. I've heard amazing things. Yeah.
I need to try Christina Henry book. Yes. Oh, cool.
There's another one. There's another Christina Henry that's on my list. I can't remember now. But yeah, Near the Bone I've had is good.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to go back through these in the next sprint and write them down. I haven't read it or watched it. I don't know what happened. I think that might be one that is a bit hyped to me that I've kind of gone, I don't want to watch it. Like, what's wrong with it? What do I need to do? Do I need to watch it or read it? I don't know. Maybe Kasia can tell me which is the appropriate.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if she's read and watched them. I'd be interested to see which one she prefers, because I haven't read the book. I've got the book, but I loved both films. The Swedish one and the American one.
Yeah, and okay, so which of those would you recommend? Would you recommend Swedish?
I saw the American one first, and I just loved it. I love them both, actually, but the Swedish one is more like technically accurate, I think, from what I've read. I don't know if it's Swedish. I'm just like pulling that out of my hat.
I know definitely not English, so, which leaves kind of a lot of options, doesn't it? Yeah, so let us know, Siobhan, did you watch the movie, one of the movies, or read the book? Okay, watch the original movie, Kasia says. I'm going to listen to Kasia. Oh, okay, awesome. I'm going to find that video and making it. See, I knew that Kasia's your type of person, Dawn. Look, there you are.
Let me know your video what you asked her to do.
Yeah, so Kasia's book Cemetery is the name of her channel, spelled like the Stephen King way of cemetery from Pet Cemetery.
I'm going to write it down.
It's one of the only Christina Henry books I didn't like. She's an auto-bio author for me. I love retellings. Horseman is my favorite. Okay, interesting. Kasia prefers the original. Yep. Okay. So what I need to do then is watch the original one and read the book, and then watch the Hollywood version, maybe.
I do have a list of my favorite horror movies, actually. Where is my phone? Where did I put it?
Okay. So Siobhan, original movies winning so far. Siobhan liked that one too.
Yeah, I did like it. I think I saw the American one first, which is why it kind of has a special place in my heart.
Yeah. I think certain things do, like with The Beach, I absolutely love the book, and then watched Leonardo DiCaprio film, which is totally different. And I feel like because I loved the book so much, the film is just never going to compare.
Yeah, I love the book as well.
Yeah.
The ending's different though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, Kev has kindly found Kasia's comparison video done. So there's a link there if anybody wants to watch it, and if you want to grab it later. That's Kasia's comparison video. So I don't know whether you can copy and paste it, or Kev has it anyway, so I will send it to you if there isn't a way. I don't know whether you can.
I'm going to be binging the channel's videos now.
Yeah, I know. In fact, there's lots of people in the comments, like Lizzie's channel. I know she talks about a lot of horror and stuff. She's Bombadil's bookish things. So yeah, you're going to go on a deep dive now.
Just send me the list of channels. I'm just Brightaholic DK or Dawn Cardigan on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Do you post that much on your YouTube? I know I've gone through and watched quite a bit of your content. I've watched some of your journaling ones.
Yeah, I ended up just doing the journaling ones because it was all I could handle, and then I couldn't even handle that. So I might do horror things, because that feels easy. Horror reviews. I think because I was published, I felt like I couldn't give an honest review of things as a professional courtesy. If I didn't give something full 5 stars, I didn't feel like that was fair. So I just stopped. Yeah, maybe I should do movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't give star ratings for that reason, because I think they're really subjective. And I know what goes into writing a book, so I wouldn't want to say 3 stars just because it wasn't my thing, or 2 stars because it wasn't my thing. So I tend to just...
There's the thing of... Yeah. There's the thing of the wrong time as well, like the right book at the wrong time. So...
yeah, when I'm stressed and writing and busy, I think very
Mm.
few books could like actually appease me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so I tend to just review things really positively, and if I do start reading something and don't enjoy it, I tend to DNF, so I don't mention those on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So occasionally I mention a book and then it never turns up again, and it might be because I just forgot or lost it or something, but it also might be that I didn't like it. So
Yeah.
that's the only way. So don't read anything into it. If any authors watch this and go, "Oh God, she didn't like my book," it might also be that I'm just scatty and forgot that I ever said I was going to read it. So it
That's my
doesn't.
other problem. I
Yeah,
can't stick to anything. I'm such a
yeah.
mood reader that I could be like, oh, I'm going to read these 5 books this month, and I won't read a single one because I'll just be, oh, I just can't predict what I want to do. So yeah,
Or
it is
publishers
what it
do
is.
that thing where they send you books and you didn't expect them. And I've done like this month, I did a TBR and I
Yeah.
ended up getting sent 2 ebooks that I really wanted to read and said I would blurb, and 3 physical copies. So I got Cynthia Murphy's new book, which I instantly dropped everything and read. Naomi Gibson's new book just arrived, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm
Yes.
going to drop everything now. Finish Cynthia's, I'm going to read that. And what else just
I've got
arrived too?
Cynthia's here.
Yeah, Rainbow Rowell's new book arrived as well, a short story anthology. So I just my TBR just went really wrong when those 3 books arrived. Yes,
I
it
haven't
was
even
so
opened
good.
Cynthia's yet,
Yeah, you're gonna
because
love
it
it.
was so sick. But yeah, I
Yeah,
plan to do a whole video opening that because
yeah.
it's
I
so
reckon. Yeah,
aesthetic.
it is, and you can read. You'll be able to read that really quickly as well because it's
Yeah.
got like bits of social media and stuff in. It's really fast paced. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
definitely.
That's good. I'm excited
Right.
for it.
I think we should go to another sprint before it gets really late and I become even less coherent. So we are going to do another 40 minutes. Feel free. I know you're not feeling well done. If you want to like duck out anytime, just, feel free. I'm going to put the timer on and John and I will see you on the other side. Hello, we're back. I'm just going to remove Kitty. How did you get on, Dawn? Did you get much done?
I drew lots of squares.
Oh, awesome. I bet that was so satisfying.
It is. I do this anyway in my journals and things when I'm stressed, so it was quite meditative. Yeah.
Yeah,
How about you?
What do you do do you listen to music and stuff when you're journaling, or do you just fully concentrate?
Yeah. So sometimes I don't if my mind is buzzing too much, but today I was
Yeah.
listening to some metal, so yeah. I feel fully relaxed. How did you get on?
Oh, good. Really well, actually. So I've got these two little like freelance projects to do, and one is completely finished, and one I'm just doing my final text. So just reading through and checking, because there's like criteria it has to meet. So I'm just checking that I've done everything I said I would do. So yeah, tonight it will be gone. And I love that feeling, you know.
Excellent.
You've just had that, haven't you, where you just send something and you're like, it's somebody else's now.
Exactly.
I don't have to think about that.
Is it fiction?
Sort of, yeah. It's something.
So
yeah, I'm going to have to
intrigued.
tell you, it's not a book you would sit and read for enjoyment. It's more educational. Let's put it that way.
I'm still like,
Yeah,
that's even cooler.
Yeah, it's really lovely, and actually it means that I've written something that Nathan will be able to read in the not so distant future. So that's really nice. Because obviously it will be like 10 years before he will even be allowed to touch it. So, or maybe 8 years. Hardcore, like, it depends.
Oh, bless him.
Okay, let me have a look at how people are getting in the comments. Hello, thank you for joining us. Oh, Kash is saying thanks, I presume, for all the compliments I was lavishing on her, because she is brilliant. And maybe Dawn saying that she wants to connect with her, just general thanking. Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting, isn't it, how people rate different things. And obviously, being an author, I feel like you said, it maybe hits a bit differently. But yeah, I like to know how YouTubers work, because sometimes you watch stuff and you think, oh, 3 stars, that's really harsh. To me, that's really harsh, but 3 stars to somebody else might be like the best they ever give.
Yeah, to a lot of people, actually. Some people have really complicated rating systems where they rate certain characteristics of the book, and then, you know, I do it just by mood, I guess, by sense.
Yeah, and I can't really think of a rating, because I used to give 5 stars as something that I thought was excellent, but not perfect, because I don't think any book is perfect. Whereas now I think did I enjoy it? If I did, I'll probably talk about it on a video. Like, that's as far as I kind of go into it, I think. And I think that's why I've stopped using my Goodreads as much. Yeah, I don't think I can rank stuff on Goodreads now. Like, I think if I did, I'd just be giving everything 5 stars, because now that...
Yeah, I just add it without rating it.
Yeah, I just know how it feels. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think I need to go through. I probably need to do this whole year, though. I don't think I've rated any books this year.
I haven't either, I don't think. I used to rate 5 stars quite a lot until I realized that my 5 stars should be reserved for the books that I can't stop thinking about, my truly favorite. So yeah, now I mostly give 4s.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in that realm as well. Yeah, I think I'm probably the same. And I think I probably haven't finished it if it's that rating. I'm just going to get rid of another book.
Yeah. I used to force myself to finish, but those days are long gone.
Yeah, I mean...
Because there's so many books to read and so little time.
Yeah, sorry, I just thought I'd got another bot, but it was just a type. So somebody is saying hi. Thank you for joining us. Let's see how people are doing. Excellent. 146 pages is really
That's
good.
amazing.
I reckon you might, if you stay around for next sprint, I think you might finish that.
My handy dandy ruler. I did smudge a few times, but I also have my handy dandy Tipp-Ex.
Do you do the ruler thing where you put them upside down so that you don't smudge with the ruler itself? Because
I should.
I used to like doing that, although it does feel scary because it can slide around quite a bit. But
yeah, exactly. Also, this ruler is a bit weird. It has a cork sort of placement thing underneath, so it doesn't slide very easily.
Oh, that's good.
So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you were mentioning last night you were reading a book about squirrel colonialism. So it's a book that's kind of using squirrels to talk about a lot of really big issues.
Is it like an Animal Farm type of thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What is the title of that book? I want to know. Yeah, I've never done that before. Have you done that, Dawn? I'm thinking I've read all of your stuff,
No.
and you haven't had any animals with kind of human characteristics, have you, that I can think of?
No. Watership
Is it
Down ruined that
yeah,
for me.
I
It was
know,
so
same.
dramatic.
Is it what's her name? Catriona Ward's book is The Last House on Needler Street that has
Yes.
is there a
Cat.
cat in that? Yeah. Have you read that?
Kind of. I have, yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's on my list of
Sort
things.
of a cat.
Yeah, I was kind of meant to read it this year, and it was on my pile of books I really wanted to read, and of
I
course I didn't.
audiobooked that one actually.
Okay.
So that was one that was easy to listen to.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know. I might try and add that to my Audible list. They Were Here Before Us. What a chilling title. I have no idea what that's about. Do you know anything about that one?
Great. Yeah. I've got all his books on my to be read, but it's another divisive author. Some people love him, some people hate him. But yeah, I love all his titles. I'm really the latest one I got was his what's it called? Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
A few people have told me that they don't think it's my type of horror, and I don't take that as an insult. I think I'm quite specific.
I think it's body horror, I think.
Yeah.
Because one of the taglines was like, "What have you done today to deserve your eyes?"
Oh.
Yeah. So I think it is quite. I think it's. Some people have said that it's extreme for extreme's sake, but other people have said that it's really goes dark places, which I appreciate. So we'll see.
I'll let you read it first. I'm not very extreme. I can't cope. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yes. Yeah, that's the rating system that I've seen YouTubers do.
I need to look into that.
Yeah, I can't remember how it works. It's like character, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm just going to go through a few comments because I think we need to get to the next sprint before my brain melts.
I might log off for the next one because I'm feeling a little run down.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I really appreciate you coming to join us. Thank you so much. You've done really
so fun.
Oh,
do you do these often?
I do it every week. So you're more than welcome to come back. And
really?
I was a bit careful this week.
I not know?
I did. To be honest, this week I'd not really planned because I've been so busy doing this freelance stuff. I've not promoted it or anything. So next time I'll probably promote you actually coming if you'd like to do it with us.
Yeah, I would love that. That sounds great. So what's the day? Thursday. So next Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really good because I find that I'm super productive. Like I write more. If I do proper writing, I write more words in this session than I do on any other night. And I think it's because I feel so accountable to people watching.
Yeah.
Like I can't mess about on my phone and put the TV on. I've actually got people looking at me. So
yeah, they'll see the reflection flickering on your skin.
Yeah, exactly. And that the hand creeping up. Like, no, she's checking your phone again. Put the phone down. Yeah.
Wait, are you on the Discord group? Just want to check before I go.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm not very good with Discord, so I think I got as far as you asked me to join it. I forgot. You asked me again, so I did join it, but I don't think I did anything else. So yeah, I need to look.
We do some sprints on there. That's why, like, just whenever you feel like popping in. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have a look. Thank you. Because as you know, during the day I'm not generally around, but in the evening,
it's sort of anytime you need it, really. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I might put on next time I'm doing one because I do try and do fake sprints with myself in the evening to try and stir up that same kind of panic of being watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, thank you, Dawn. I'm just going to go through the last couple of comments and then you can feel free to slip away at any point. Yeah, I mean, I've read some Clive Barker and been fine, but I haven't read any of Eric's work. Maybe, Kasia, you can tell me if there's any that I should read that'll give me a gentle introduction. Okay, so this is the ranking system. Character, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, enjoyment. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because some of those I think I rank more highly than others. And I guess as readers, we probably all, and depending how you feel, like this book is just dripping with atmosphere. Like it's, House of Hunger, like it's pouring off the page. So if that's what I'm in the mood for, I'm totally picking this one up. But sometimes I want really, really fast plot that's just hitting me in the face with action all the time.
Yeah.
So it just depends for me. Okay. So I will let you kind of slip away, Dawn, whenever you feel the need to. If you're going to head now. Well, thank you for joining us, and I'll catch up with you soon. Hopefully in real life, please. Soon.
Yeah, I would love that. We're not that far away from each other either.
Not really. There's not really any excuses to be so rubbish. Maybe when you feel better, we can kind of get together a date or something. But yeah, cool. Well, thank you. And
next week.
Yes, see you later. Bye. I'm
Bye.
going to put the kitty back onto the stream, and I think I'll go for 30 minutes this time, as I normally do at the end, because I am starting to feel tired as usual. I hope everybody's been productive. I'm feeling really good that I'm getting lots done in this. So I'll catch up with you at the end of it, and we'll see how you have got on. Please let us know. I've just seen the comments. Sorry, Charlie has just popped on from Prairies YA. This is nearly the end. This is last sprint, so we're going to do 30 more minutes, and I will catch with you all on the other side. Please let me know if you think of any winter recommendations that you think I would like. If you have had a good time or made some good progress tonight, please let me know, and then I will see you after the sprint. Hello, sorry if the kitty made anybody jump or made any real cats jump. I'm just going to go back through the comments, and then I'll let you know how I got on, and then you can let me know how you got on, and we'll wrap up. Obviously, Dawn has left in case you missed that, because she was getting tired and she's not very well. I feel lucky that she came on at all tonight. Hi again, Charlie. Yeah, I mentioned before that this was the last sprint. Yeah, I'm discovering that bots are more of a thing on YouTube the more I do this. Just go along steadily blocking them. Oh, well done. Very productive. Yeah, I don't really know how to edit. I'm really lucky that my husband does that, so I don't envy that task. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Siobhan. And you've been so productive tonight. I think, did you read the whole book in that session? That's amazing. You've made me really want to read. I think you were reading the Rainbow Grey second book, weren't you? You made me really want to read those books. Writing a little bit is good. More than I've done the past few days because I've been doing freelance work, not actually working on my book. So in that sprint, I didn't manage to do any reading. House of Hunger is still staring at me and wanting me to read it. But I did manage to get the work done that I've been working on for the past few days. That's really good. So thank you for being here and holding me accountable, everyone, because I did manage to be really productive. Yeah, I get that. I'm lucky that we managed to do a bit of a team effort on my YouTube channel. I do the videos and my husband does the images and the editing. Awesome. Yeah, I'm sold. I've already got the first book, definitely. I've got a really nice edition, I think, with frayed edges, so I need to make sure I pick that up very soon. Ah, that sounds nice. Sorry about the early start. What are you reading, Charlie? Let us know. I'm going to be signing off in a few minutes, but as I mentioned, hopefully I'll be doing a sprint next week. There may be something come up. If it does, I will post on social media when I'll next be doing them, and it sounds like Dawn will be with me. And I'll bring other friends along to the chat as well. I know there's a couple of other authors who want to come onto these. Yeah, I think the one I've got is the red sprayed edges. I think some of them had rainbow edges even, but it was the red one I got. Okay, so Once Upon a Broken Heart I have read. I haven't read the sequel yet, so I'll be interested to know what you think of that. I'm hoping to read it early next year. Haven't had a chance yet, but I did really like the first book in that series by Stephanie Garber. I think I've caught with comments, so I'm going to sign off there. But thank you, everybody, sticking with me. I am really enjoying doing these sprints. As I said, I'll update you on my social media. I have just recently joined Hive, so if anybody is looking to find new people to follow on that, please check it out. I think I'm on Aim McCourt Author on there. Like my TikTok, and if you want to chat, as always, I am on Twitter and Instagram as YA Under My Skin as well. So just going to quickly go through the last couple. Yeah, the red sprayed edge. Oh, the rainbow ones, really lovely. I've seen people take photos of those. You're very lucky to have that one. Right, I'm going to end there. Thank you everyone for watching and for taking part and getting involved in the chat. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you all next time. See you later. Bye.